Grand Rising, and welcome to Ask the Shaman. Good morning and welcome to Ask the Shaman. I'm your host, Don Antonio Corianti, Anthony Golden Sunshine, your friendly neighborhood shaman. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. 1 million Buddhas is here. 1 million Buddhas. If you guys missed it, last week, 1 million Buddhas and I were on a stream together talking about wonderful things, consciousness. Here we are. It's May 7th, it's Tuesday. It's already like the first week in through May already. I talk about this a lot because it's like flabbergasting to me how fast time is moving now. Time is moving so quickly. It's just amazing. My beard is a mess this morning. Mommy, this man's beard's a mess. That's a funny story. It just came through. I was one day telling Mary about a story. I was walking through like a shopping center, and this is when I was an heating and air conditioning technician, and I had a shirt that had stuff all over it. It was really dirty, and I walked by and a little girl points up. She goes, "Mommy, that man's shirt's a mess." I just had to laugh. It was the cutest little thing. Her little finger pointing at me, pointing out my shirt's a mess. Very good. It's been a very interesting last few days since I've seen you all on Thursday. Lots of different events and things have unfolded. I got something right here. I got a brand new bell. So for Pacos in our tradition, we like to use bells, particularly brass, these brass kinds of bells. And I have some other ones here too. I got some other ones. Here's one here. It's a brass bell I really enjoy. And here's two of my favorites. This one here's got like a Buddha on it. Buddha. And then this one, hands down, is my favorite because this one is from Peru. It's very heavy, and it actually has Huiracocha on it. But this is my new one. This feels like very much a Tibetan kind of bell. And what we do is we use the bell that creates sound waves. And this is how spirits, so when you work with it all the time and you use it in your spiritual work, your spiritual's energy, so your spirits know that it's time to work. So they kind of converge and come on in and visit you. Oh, man, it looks like the wick on my candle's got an issue. Let's see if I have another one. I always love to light candles when I do the spiritual work. So good morning, everyone. Feel free, ask any questions. This is Ask the Shaman. So I welcome you to share. Let us know where you're watching from, all those things. And, we're here to talk about things like healing and just life in general, the things that you would talk to a shaman about. I like to come in on Tuesdays and Thursdays. In the Andes, it's customary for the shamans, for the Pacos, the nature mystics, to do their healings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this is kind of why I do this show, is I'm paying homage to my tradition. I'm giving love to my tradition and, following along in the ancient ways, because it's very powerful. It's a very powerful way to live. And something I like to add into my practices, living sacredly. And that's where I try to invite everyone to come to a place where you can live your life sacredly. You can be very sacred in everything that you do. From just even things that are like mundane tasks can become very sacred. And so you're asking me, how does that happen? How can you create sacredness out of things? Mostly it's just being present. It could even be as simple as you walking from the couch to the bathroom. That can become that sounds like, well, what do you mean? How does that become sacred? Well, let your mind go of whatever ideas you think sacred has to be. Let that go. You can create a very sacred kind of way, just becoming aware of your footsteps, feeling your feet touch the floor, your toes spread, the pressure of the floor under your feet, the breeze going by you, the house moving through you. You can become really aware of things in a moment, in just that moment. I like to train that kind of thing in my practice. In the practice, you're sitting there, you're being still, and you're being first very aware of your breathing. Um, so that was really cool. I got this bell actually. I got this new bell. I got it from um, Enchanted Grove. Enchanted Grove. It's a metaphysical shop, kind of crystal shop in downtown Willoughby. It's across the street from Ballantyne on the Strip. It's been there a long time. And Mary's cousin, his really cool guy, his name's Spencer. Spencer has acquired the store, and now it's his store. And so there was like a grand opening, and I got to meet some really, really amazing, energetically gifted and loving people. And it was just the most beautiful thing. I was just enamored the whole time I was there by the beauty of the people that I was blessed to have met there. So those were very awesome. So if you have a chance, if you're local, head on out to Willoughby and visit Enchanted Grove. They have a really nice store. The energy of the store feels really nice. They have a nice selection of inventory of different kinds of stones and crystals and many other things. They have a reader on site often. So check that out. I totally recommend checking that out. I really, really enjoyed that. Let's see. Erica Lee's here. Good morning. Comments. I need some comments. So if you're watching, please roll in with some comments. So that way we can move on to I would like to start a conversation. Let's open up a pathway of communication. What's something someone is interested in speaking about, talking about, would like to explore? It was funny. I got to go do came on to do the show, and I didn't have one scheduled on my feed, because Mary usually does those things, but she's a little sidetracked because Mary got to go on a really cool field trip that she's heading back from. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm going to leave it up to her to talk about her field trip in her own way. But she went on a really nice field trip up to Toronto, Canada. So really cool field trip. Really exciting. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I feel like this reality is moving really, really quickly, particularly post totality, post eclipse. It's moving really quickly. All right, we're about 7:41 in. I'm just waiting for someone to bring in. So let's talk about life. What do you have a question? This is called Ask the Shaman. And I'm here to answer any sorts of questions or try to find answers to any questions you may have about health, fitness, mindset, spirituality, even religion. I like to talk about religion. In more recent times, I've become even more connected to the religions of the earth, understanding that every religion contains truth. No one religion contains all truth. And in this stage of life, this is what we call omnism, when we accept all forms of religion. Because the idea is not to like, my religion's right and your religion's wrong. We're meant to love each other for whatever our belief systems are. And I respect everyone's belief system. However it works for you is how it works for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that's how it works for me. You know, we don't have to necessarily agree. I don't have to agree, but we have to accept each other. That's what's really important. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us into a little ceremony, a little shamanic ceremony this morning. We're going to do a little bit of breath work. We're going to do a little bit of energy clearing. Let me find my napkin. But before you begin, what I recommend is you find yourself a comfortable seat. Get yourself in a comfortable position. That's the most important part, is being comfortable for your morning practice. Excuse me. I'm just finally recovering from, I don't know what it was, like I had like a sinus attack. It happened like in seconds. Like an allergy issue popped up in seconds a few days ago. And now I'm kind of on the back end of it. It's kind of just all working itself out. I understand these sorts of things more like upgrades to the body, to the change of the body. Like most of us, we get a cold, we're like, oh, I have a cold and it's terrible. And all these things. But really what's happening is your DNA is changing. Your cells are changing. A new version of you is being born. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start first by opening up my bubble, opening up my sacred space. I begin by bringing my hands in front of my heart. And I take in a nice deep breath and a long exhale. And a nice deep breath and a long exhale. Sigh out. Nice deep breath. Long exhale. Good. What we're now going to do is we're going to focus the energy of our heart into our hands. This is where you get to use your mind's eye and disciplined imagination if you're not yet energy aware. If you are energy aware, my brothers and sisters, send the energy of your heart into your praying hands in front of your heart. And then what we're going to do is inhale and take that energy straight above our head. And as we exhale, spread it out into your bubble, into your auric field, your personal energy space. Your hands come back in front of you. And then what I'm doing here is I'm keeping my hands down, my fingers pointing towards the earth. And I'm going to bring the energy of the earth up into my heart. And then I'm going to take the energy of my heart plus the energy of the earth. And I'm going to take it above my head. And I'm going to put that into my bubble. Long exhale. Hands come back. Air comes up. And let's keep doing this. Let's just fill up our bubble. Your intention is to fill your bubble. Two more. Last one. Relax. Let your hands rest in your lap with your palms up. And what we're going to do is we're going to call in all of our spirits. So you're using your intention to call in any spirits or energies or anything that you perceive as holy, divine, or sacred. Along with each of us, we're all calling in our greatest light. Ahaya, yari, victory and praises. We call upon all beings of light, energies, and frequencies available to us in this moment. We ask that you bring to us the perfect medicine, the perfect energy, the perfect light. I am open and ready to receive without resistance. I am open and ready to receive. Stating that in your space that you're open and ready to receive. You're moving yourself into reception. Whoosh. Very good. Now your palms are open, your eyes are closed. And what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to just invite. You're using your intention. I invite to me my greatest spirits, or my greatest form of self, or my highest self, or God, or Jesus, or Buddha, or Krishna, or however it works for you. This is about your connection to your higher self, to your energy. No one else's. This is about you. Connect to your highest self and call it here. And as you call it here, and we're calling it here right away, my hands are beginning to vibrate and tingle. The temperature is changing in my hands. What this is an awareness. It's my spiritual guidance letting me know that it's here. Thank you. So now what you're doing is you're connecting yourself into the spiritual energy around you. And you can use this in many different ways. Often I just sit here in a form of passive prayer. Essentially, I'm open and I'm saying, God, let me know whatever it is I need to know today. And you can say that with your lips out loud. God, Spirit, let me know whatever it is I need to know today. Bring to me any information I need today. And then you can begin to ask. You can begin to ask for any specific spirits. If you have an issue going on in your life, if you're sad, depressed, if you're hurt, if you're sick, whatever it is that you need healing for, you can ask healing for that. And you don't need to know the specific names of healing spirits or angels. You can just invite them, whatever you have going on. So say I'm having an allergy issue. I'm asking for the beings of nature and light that can help me with my allergies and help me become more free from illness or sickness, or teach me a new way of being. Please bring your medicine here. And as you ask for the medicine, you don't put your mind in a position of how it should show up. You let go of your expectations and just be in the space to receive. And I want you to take a moment and I want you to send out some prayers. Prayers are signals. That's what they are. You're sending out a frequency calling to you whatever it is you need. What's going on in your life? How do you feel? What needs attention or help? Call out to spirit and ask for that help. We're now going to begin to use our intention, and I'm going to use that intention to breathe in energy through my hands, okay? Your eyes are closed, and you take all of your awareness down to the palms of your hands and your fingers. And we're going to invite the spirit of air here, the air spirit, the air energy, the element of air. We invite you here, great and powerful spirit. And you're going to begin to draw it in through your fingers and hands and palms. And the idea is to fill up your body with light. Air is light. It's not just air, it's a spirit that's light. We're going to ask for some healing to come in with it. The air spirit can bring in anything else that you need. Abundance, freedom, safety, whatever it is, whatever basic needs you may need, you can begin to ask for those. And then we're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe in as if we could breathe in through our hands, filling up the body, the belly, chest, the head. And as I exhale, I'm going to blow out. Whoosh. You know, I'm sending energy out through my hands, coming into flow, breathing in through the hands, into the body, and breathing out, whoosh, blowing it away. You're coming in with fresh energy. Fresh new energy, and whoosh, getting rid of anything that's stale, stagnant, dank. Bringing in new, out with old. Whoosh, out with the old, in with the new. Whoosh, out with the old, in with the new. Whoosh. Repeat. Circulate your breath. Three, two, one. Empty your air. Deep breath in. Fill up. Bigger. Fill up. Hold. All the energy is saturating your body. And release. Relax, relax, relax. Allow yourself just to be in this moment now. Feel the aliveness of your body. the oxygen moving through your blood. You're more alive, more healthy. And in this moment, you've allowed yourself and given intention to the universe for it to communicate with your body and your cells. You want to take a moment now and you want to begin to visualize what does your greatest life look like? We want to access the energy, the capacity of your future self. Your future self already exists, as all time is now. As a quantum being, you can access this energy. When you are imagining and you're visualizing, you're encapsulating and taking in that capacity, that possibility. When you are imagining, you are accessing another frequency of consciousness. You're accessing another frequency of reality that already exists. And by taking your time to connect with that and picture that, you can bring that here and begin to inform your emotional center. And what this means is taking in that vision and feeling it as if it's right now. Sensing yourself, seeing yourself in your greatest possible form, your most healthy, happy, strong, successful, and abundant version. This person exists, and you can invite that person, the person you want to be, here right now. Let your breath be slow and deep. And you can invite your future self here. I invite my future self here. I invite the energy of my greatest form here. Begin to charge that with gratitude. I'm so grateful that my happiest, healthiest self has arrived. I'm so honored and grateful to be so successful and abundant in all ways. I'm so grateful for my vast health. I'm so grateful for this life and all of its beauty. Grateful for all the beautiful people around the world who support me and we support each other. I'm grateful for all the spiritual connections that are here right now and will also be with us in the future. Just relax, be here in this moment. Let us all now take a trip and a journey. Let us all meet in a beautiful field of wildflowers, a large field surrounded by trees. The sun is high in the sky as if it's midday, and it's shining down perfectly, sending its light codes to the earth, informing the earth. You're just going to imagine now that we all sit down. We just decide to sit in this beautiful field of wildflowers, in the beautiful sun, and we become aware of the soft breeze. There's a soft breeze, and it smells so sweet, full of the beautiful scent of the flowers as it blows around. Relax in this moment. Become aware of the beautiful pollinators, the butterflies and the bees. They're dropping down and visiting the flowers and extracting their nectar. also finding the beauty in this day. As the pollinators extract the nectar, we extract the nectar from this moment. As we feel the breeze move around us, Mother Earth below us, the fire of life in our heart and in the sun. Take a moment and be here. Use your imagination, that mind's eye again, and allow yourself to sit here and just explore this space of nature in which we've created together. Very good. Let us breathe in this beautiful beauty of nature. Breathing in. And I want you to use the intention as if every pore of your skin could open, like an eye or a mouth. And as you breathe in, you fill up completely into your core. And you exhale. And I want you to breathe in and feel gratitude. I'm grateful for this day, for this moment, for my life and my body, and for my breath. Breathe in. Once more. And just relax and give your gratitude for a moment for this beautiful landscape in which we've created together. This is our internal beauty. Let us now use our intention to vibrate, bringing your attention to your body and feeling the nature, the breath, the gratitude that's in you. And begin to use your intention to radiate it from you, as if you were a radio tower and you were sending out radio signals, waves, ripples of energy from you, filling up the airspace. And let's send those messages out from our being, from our body, from our soul, and send those out into the room around you. And I want you to have the intention as if the energy that moves through you blesses, brings sacredness and holiness to everything around you. I intentionally bring that light into this world. And breathe in your highest light. And as you exhale, send it out into the world. I radiate light. I absorb and take in the greatest light from the higher dimensions of consciousness and radiate it into this world. I bring in the energy of the upper world. I radiate it into this world. Once more, bring it in. Radiate out. Very good. You're doing a beautiful service, not only for yourself and for each other here, but for the collective consciousness and all that is. Sharing this light and energy. As sovereign beings of light, we have the capacity and capability to create new forms of reality. Together, we create miracles. I'm now going to reach my hands out into the space around me, and my intention is to draw in or sop up all the energy. I'm going to take in all the energy like a sponge. I'm filling. I feel as my hands are open, I'm filling with all this new energy. I'm letting it fill up into my body, into every bone, every muscle, allowing myself to expand into a higher frequency of consciousness and love and joy and ease and friendship and community and family. Together we create miracles. Together we create miracles. Together we create miracles. I'm now going to gather all that energy. I'm going to bring it up over my head as I breathe in. Turning into a large ball of energy over my head. And as I exhale, I'm going to run it down through my body. Down through the central tube, the central column of light into the earth, sharing with the earth. The light of the heavens comes in. Move it in. Gather up all that energy. And once more. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the beings of light and energies that have come into this space to be with us. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you to this collective group of beautiful souls this morning that's here and participated in this beautiful energy exercise, this spiritual exercise. May we all be blessed. Anaiki kuyaiki. Thank you. I love you. Urpichai sonkolai. A dove from my heart. Your hands are in prayer position in front of you. You're going to take in a deep breath. And you're going to squeeze your body a bit. And your intention is to lock in the energy and then also charging your breath with your finest light, your finest love. And then as you're ready, you're going to blow into your hands and out and send it out. Send it out. Very good. Coming back to center into this moment, I want to thank you all for sharing in that beautiful little shamanic experience. Little practices like this that can begin to change your life. If you just take the time every day to slow down, get out of the incessant thinking and worry and the doing, and just spend a little time being. See how we were just being? And now notice if you did that exercise, notice how you feel. I feel super calm. I'm ready. There's no resistance in my body, and I feel in tune. And that's what that is. When you're doing that with like that energy exercise, when you're taking in energy and you're sharing it back, and you're taking in energy and you're sharing it back, just think everything is a cycle. You're putting yourself in cycle, in flow, in tune with universal energy. It's not hard. You don't have to be an attuned Reiki master, a shamanic priest. You can be whoever you want to be. And just become aware of your energy and do simple things like this. Call into what you believe is your highest power every day. That's the power of prayer. Prayer doesn't have to be like this. God, this, and that, and this, and that. All you have to do is relax and open yourself up. I'm just showing you a blueprint. You don't have to do things exactly the way I do. That's not what this is about. I'm just giving you an example and a place for us to share in this community. It's a community connection in which we create here. I'm going to hop on over to the comments now. Feel free to comment, share your experience, even if you didn't like it. If you didn't like what we did, say so. I don't mind. I do not mind criticism. If you feel the need to bring criticism to me, I am open to receive it. Good morning. I'm having similar allergy symptoms. Yeah, it's an upgrade, doesn't feel good, but at the same time, it'll go, it's going to be impermanent. What really helps me is the sinus and allergy breathing that I have. And that's a video on YouTube. So if you go onto our YouTube page, you go to playlists, you'll be able to access playlists. And one of them, I think under guided breathing is sinus and allergy. How to breathe and control your sinus and allergy. Very powerful stuff. Nardu, good morning, brother. I have been noticing what I can only guess and describe is my pineal gland pulsing. Wondering if that has a deeper meaning, or is that just me becoming a bit more in tune? Yep, your intuition's spot on. So you've answered your own question. So yes, very good. Yeah, that pulsing feeling. So the pulsing feeling often is also associated with some blockage. So you may be experiencing some blockage, and you can begin to help yourself by breathing through the pineal gland. So it's important, I teach the breath for more than it just being breath. It's a very powerful tool for accessing your nervous system. So what you could do, Nardu, is you could sit in your meditative or prayer seat or stance, however you want to be. And as you open your space, the next thing you do is you bring your awareness to your pineal gland. And what you can do is sometimes I tap on it. I'll tap, 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 tap. And I'm telling my nervous system it's time to wake up this part of my energy. And I wake that up. And then what I'll do is I'll breathe in as if I'm breathing in through the third eye. And I just let it come into me. And then I breathe out through the third eye. I see like a laser comes out. A laser comes in. And the laser goes out. The laser goes in. And the laser goes out. And you can spend some time there breathing in and out through the pineal gland. You're training a neurological pathway because your awareness is there. And even though you can't obviously breathe through the center of your head, you'll notice, just like anything else, like when I'm telling you to breathe through your hands, it feels as if you're moving breath, air, energy in and out through your hands. This requires your imagination and your ability just to let go and allow it to happen. And then what this will do is this will begin to reprogram the pineal gland a bit. Also, it improves flow of just blood and lymph and cerebrospinal fluid, especially with the breathing into the gland, and it can help it to tune. But that's what's happening is, yes, you're tuning up and you can help it along by doing some practices that continue to tune it. Now, listen, it's going to happen on its own. There's nothing you have to do at all. Ascension isn't something that requires anyone to do anything. That's one of the biggest misconceptions out here. The things I teach you are for you if you want to improve or expand yourself. I'm a big proponent of that. But ultimately, your ascension is going to happen whether you want it to or you don't want it to. It's going to happen. The practices are by design. Some of us have different ways that we move energy and things. The practices are designed for you to become in contact with your energy, which in effect improves your connectivity to the quantum space or God around you. Thank you. That's a great question, Nardu. Good morning. Good morning, Ann Hollow. I'm here and have you on YouTube. Cool. Hi, Ann. Lulu. Good morning, Lulu. Brianna's here. I'm going to volunteer soon. Cool. Volunteering is good. That's kind of what I'm doing right here. I'm volunteering. I'm giving to the community. I'm here to share information and energy and wisdom and spirit and family and love. That's what it's for. I recommend that. Service to others is one of the most important things to help us on our ascension journey. It's through that we develop really deep connections to our soul and also the souls of others. So I'm always into the mindset, it's not always easy, is I always try to give the best I can. I give with all the heart, all of the capacity I can without any expectation of how it should return. I know it will, it always does. And the thing is I feel so blessed and so alive and so just outrageously successful in this life. I feel so amazingly successful because, years back, I set out with an idea to try to create something where I could reach as many people as possible. I had no idea it would grow to this. I had no idea it would grow to things like reaching out and having reach through social media and YouTube and things like that to be able to reach over 2.8 million people. That's amazing. That's amazing from this channel that has less than 3,000 subscribers, from a YouTube, from a Facebook that has 11,000 followers. That just shows you that people are sharing things and people are seeing things because the analytical software is able to pick up and see everything that basically anyone touches. And every time that we do something and give love out into the universe, we don't even know how many people we're touching and how many things we're changing. Just through you doing the best you can, you're changing the world. So I commend you all, and I love you all so much. Let's see. Queen Anne says, ready for the day. I had just woke up. I'm an hour behind. Well, you're right on time. Thank you. I'll check out the YouTube vid. Yeah, please do. That's the allergy. I believe I told you about it. I just think I forgot to send it to you. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll send it to you, Tanya. Hi, Alona. Good morning, sister. Breathe through the gland. I feel a new practice for me. Woohoo! Yeah. Use your breath. Like there's just so we don't pay attention. We just think, oh, it's air because you can't see it. Well, some of us do see it. So when I breathe, I'm aware I can see the energy. I can feel, sense when. That's why I like doing breath with other people because you can see their pokpo, that energy aura, the bubble of energy in which the body is encapsulated. You can see it expand and contract. It's so good to breathe with your energy. If you have pain in your body, breathe into the pain. You have a headache, breathe into the headache. Your pineal gland's pulsing, breathe with it because that's why it's pulsing. It's saying, hey, bring your attention here. Bring your attention here, right? And that's what it's for. Okay. Breathe through the gland. That's it. Brianna says, my ankle is still hurting me. Okay, well, do you have time, Brianna? Would you like to do? I just said you have to volunteer, but since we're all here, I'm open to do a distance healing for you, my dear. If you're open for some healing, let me know if that's a possibility for you right now. And even if it isn't, I could rally the troops. I can rally the rest of the beautiful souls here, and we can send you some healing energy that will be beneficial. All I need is your permission for that, because that's kind of how healing works. You can send healing energy to anybody, but it works a whole lot better if they're in the space of reception for it, if they're open to receive it. Some people don't want to heal, even though they say they do. And we have to love them too, because they just don't know. Forgive them for they don't know what they do. I got in here, it's my new kind of morning thing. I make a drink, and then there's some electrolyte powder in there, some L-citrulline powder. What else? Creatine. I've been taking creatine lately for my workouts because that's usually the next thing I'll be doing. That'll be my next thing after I get off of here is getting in my strength training. Strength training is very, very important for our nervous system, and I've really kind of reinvested myself into it. Something happened, something opened up in me, like I explain often with the eclipse. And how I explain it is a new sun has come to us, a new sun, new information. Most people think the sun is light, but it isn't. It's information. It's a beam of information. Everything that's here requires sun for it to be alive. If you don't have light, there's nothing. It's dark, right? Sending so much healing energy for your ankle. She says, thanks. I'm just waiting to see if Brianna comes back, if Brianna's still here, or if she had to go volunteer. I don't mean had to, she got to go volunteer. That's something I haven't done in a while, is any live healing. So I'm open to do that right now. Healing's a beautiful thing. I used to do them all the time. That's what I used to get on and do just a bunch of healings. The issue that started to pop up is people were not reciprocating. So I call in and give all the energy, and then no one was reciprocating. No one was returning the energy. So it started to drain me, and I started to feel pretty sick. Because it's very important, if you are a healer, it's very important for reciprocity. And people will try to guilt you into things since you have the ability to create healing, that you should do it for free and you should help everybody for free. Well, if you do that, what will happen is it will run you dry and you will become sick. You'll become burned out and wasted is what will happen, because everything is energy, and energy requires balance for it to stay balanced. So that's why I always ask even you all here, when you come on here, if you can even make a $1 donation. What that does, that creates energy stabilization. It stabilizes not just my energy, but your energy, because you have to understand too, as I'm sitting here and I'm downloading and pushing energy in, and if you're receiving it and you're not reciprocating, what happens is you too may end up with symptoms. Now listen, this isn't a bad thing. It's not like a fearful warning or anything. I'm just explaining to you how the universe works. The universe doesn't know if you're good or you're bad. It just reacts to your frequency, to your vibration. Your vibration works a lot better when you're an Aini. Aini is the word that we use in our tradition for divine reciprocity. So it's about reciprocity, giving and taking. I'm willing to give until nothing starts coming back. And then what I got to do is I have to back off and release. Yes. 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 Brianna, are you open to receive healing, Brianna? That's what I'm asking. I don't know if you're paying attention. Do you need healing for your ankle, Brianna? And that's why I haven't participated much, because I know I need to do reciprocity. Good. But it's not just about money either, okay? Reciprocity can be sharing with others, telling other people, hey, go visit the Positive Pineapple, sharing your experience, writing a beautiful post about how, Mary or I have helped you. This opens the minds of other people. I mean, that's a rarity. I have people that do that. For the thousands and thousands of people I help every week, I get, I don't know, 5 to 6, like letters of review back to me. So it's not a common thing. I think just some people are ashamed or embarrassed to tell other people that they worked with a shaman, and that sounds woo-woo or something. That's okay. That's about yourself, though. That's your own self, worried about others' judgment. But there's many ways, helping us to promote, to bring more people here to help. So it's not just about making a monetary donation. That's just the easiest way. The easiest way is for you to throw us $20, throw $20 here, donate to us. Some people are really wonderful and they donate to us every month. There's people like Clockwork. They send $50, $100, $200 every month, and they help us out. They're doing everything they can through them to help, because maybe they're not shamans. Maybe they don't have the ability or the platform like I do to reach out into the world, but they can help me do it. So what happens is that's empowerment. What I want to bring up and what's coming through is I've been just having wonderful connections to Jesus lately. And Jesus is explaining that's how he was able to do what he was doing. He didn't just pop up and have power to help people. He popped up, and it was through the faith of others he had the ability to help people. And that's what that is. That's the reciprocity of things. That's how we reciprocate. We have to empower each other. I want to empower you. I want to give you as much energy as I can channel and give you to, so you can become your greatest possible version. All I ask is that you do the same. Reciprocate. Okay. So I hope that explains some things, Am. Your reciprocity, that your mind thinks that there's only one way reciprocity can happen. There isn't. There's many. Yes, I had flowers in my hand when you asked. Nicole Sten, I'll be with you in a moment, okay? You can join. Actually, you can join with us. Let's do a double. Let's do a double healing. So a friend named Nicole Sten says, yes, please, my leg and my body, and anything else, please. Thank you. Some of that I won't be able to. I'll be able to help you remove some of the pain, but the underlying issue you need a personal healing for. We need to go into what's causing the issue. All right. But what I'll do is I'm going to take care of Brianna first, and then I'll be with you, Nicole. Okay. But you can join us here, and you can start to begin to receive the healing energy now, because the energy will show up here and you're able to take it to you. It's not just for Brianna. I had flowers in my hand when you ask. Okay. So Brianna, well, the question is the big three. The three questions. It's been a while since I asked them. Is I need you to tell me about your ankle. I need you to give me a few words. What does it feel like? Okay. Then you're going to tell me what. So the first thing is, where is it? Well, you said your ankle. The second question is, what does it feel like? Describe to me the sensations in the ankle and the symptoms. And then third, I need you to tell me in this moment, right now, only right now, not what it was any other time, right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful or uncomfortable is it? With 10 being deeply uncomfortable and 1 being minorly uncomfortable or not uncomfortable at all. And then we can begin there. So what this is also is I'm just going to share with you all, this is kind of a nice healing tutorial, okay? So this is how you would help heal yourself. Say you have something going on. And Nicole, you can kind of do this and any way that feels good for you. So you're mentioning that your leg or something is bothering you. I want you to bring your attention into your body, and all of us can do this, to wherever feels the most heavy, stuck, or stagnant. Nicole, as soon as I move into your energy field, I am aware that the pain of your body is not the most heavy, stuck, or stagnant place in you. It's right here. It's in your gut. You're holding on to a lot of emotional stuff. Okay. So, what I want you to do is, I want you to bring your attention into the middle of your body. Because if we remove some of this emotional heaviness, the physical pain will subside a bit. Okay. And what we're going to do is, we're just going to wait for Brianna and everyone else. You can begin to join into this healing ceremony. And the first thing you're going to do is, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to bring your attention into anywhere in your body, the thing that stands out the most, that needs healing, love, connection. Okay. And as we wait for Brianna, what I'm beginning to do is, I'm beginning to send my intention out. We all can do this. Use your intention, and let's call to us the greatest of healing spirits. As soon as I asked right now, there's 4 angels that have shown up. Welcome. There's also a few of you have some ancestral energies that have come in. Some nature being energy has come in and called to you. Ooh, a dolphin and a whale. Nice. Thank you. Bring that in. Bring the energy into here, okay? We're bringing in the energy of healing. And everybody who's watching, you're just going to relax, and you're going to allow yourself to be able to bring in the energy of healing. You're calling the energy of healing. And now my whole skin is beginning to tingle and vibrate. And I'm asking for healing. I'm asking for healing to come here. Mm-hmm. And now we're just going to relax, and we're going to let the healing energy do its thing. You're relaxed, your eyes are closed, you're in your body, allowing the healing energy to saturate you. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to ask all of you for your permission. If I may have your permission, I'm going to send some energy into your energy fields. You don't have to participate. No one's forcing you. But if you're open to receive, I can send and enhance some more energy to you. Good. Aya yari pachakunya ampui. Aya kai pachakunya ampui. Yari. Hana pachakunya ampui. I've now just called upon all of my healing energies and beings of light that work with me. And they're here to help us all. And you're allowing yourself to be open in this moment. Open to receive healing, saying, I am open to receive healing. I am worthy. I'm ready. And right now, a beautiful flow of gold and soft light begins to move into your body. Waves of light moving in, and your breath becomes slow, and you allow yourself to relax. And I'm just going to send some universal energy, some Reiki, some Chi. I'm just going to massage it in your fields, massaging all of our energy fields. And just relax and allow these soft waves to move through your body. And what we're doing is, we're loosening up any tightness, swelling, inflammation, or sickness. We're loosening up any emotional tightness or heaviness. And you're just allowing that to happen. You're allowing this energy to begin to just begin to disintegrate and fall apart. And we're letting it fall down to the earth. And I'm now just moving through your body and sending the energy down to the earth. Cleansing away. I'm helping you to remove any and all blockages in your body. And now we're bringing in health. I send health into you. I send light and radiance. And as you receive, you become aware that your body is vibrating, and anything that felt heavy, stuck, stagnant, or painful is beginning to dissipate, and you're beginning to feel lighter, more healthy. With each passing moment, you're becoming more pain-free and moving into joy. And use your mind, and as I'm sending the energy of joy to you, think about the things in your life that bring you the greatest joy. The first thing that shows up for me is the smiles on the faces of my wife and my daughter. I love you all so much. Brings me joy, the joy of others when we work together. The joy of the morning sun. The joy of my breath. Breathe in life. Hold it in your body. And your intention will be to blow away anything that's not in alignment with your greatest health. Blow it away. I blow away all of the things that keep me unhealthy. And I invite in all that brings health to me. A fresh mindset, a focus on clean food and water, and my practice of love in my body. And I bring in love. Bring love into you. Light and gratitude, and saturate it in your cells, and let yourself become life and light. Whoosh, release all else. Bring in light and hold. Hold. All the energy is locking in. I'm going to count down. When I get to 1, you're going to release your breath and allow yourself to relax. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Whoosh. Smoothing out the energy. I'm now softly smoothing out the energy like long, soft hairs or threads of energy. All the threads of life coming into our bodies, into this space, smoothing them out. Nice, smooth lines of communication between ourselves and the highest power. Very good. Very good. Taking in a deep breath. Long exhale. And a deep breath. And a long exhale. And once more. Deep breath. Long exhale. Very good. And let's give our thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of our energies in this space that have come together. Thank you for this healing. I am so grateful for this life and for this day. Anaiki kuyaiki orapichai sankurai. Wow, that was really powerful. I want to thank you all so much for being in this space and helping to create some healing. Brianna never got back, so I don't know where Brianna went, but hopefully she's received some healing. I would believe she has. Also, who else was looking for healing? Nicole. Nicole, if you're still here, I would like you to check in and let us know how you're feeling currently. Yeah, true. My gut has been up and down. This is due to unresolved emotional data. So, anyone who's having gut issues, if you have an IBS, you're having indigestion, all those things are directly related to a couple things. One of them being that you're consistently in a fight or flight mode. So there's no control of the nervous system. And what's happening is there's consistent sympathetic dominance or fight or flight mode dominance in the nervous system. This leads to blockage in the gut. The blockage in the gut is also directly related to almost exclusively unresolved emotional data, the stuff in which we're not handling in our life. That's what symptoms are for, right? The symptoms create discomfort, so you have to change. We usually look at the symptoms as it's a problem that needs to be solved or removed. It's not a problem, it's an opportunity. And if you start to change your mind a little bit and start to look at how that energy is coming in, you can have a different kind of perspective about what's happening. Okay. When you say, I'm sick, you are then telling all the cells of your body that we're broken. Okay. If you use a different thing, there's an opportunity here for us to grow and change. Now you're feeding those trillions of beings. You have to remember, you're made up of trillions of separate little things. You don't understand that because you only see yourself as this one thing. And the ego only understands it's this and separate from everything else. But you are essentially made up of trillions of other small pieces, but they all work together through your energy. It's your energy that glues them together. That energy is essentially projected from the heavens, or in our case, would be kind of our sun. There's layer of projection, and that's what projects. Like, this is where all the information of the cells of your body know what to do from the field. That's how a cell that's a skin cell knows to be a skin cell, and one that's a hair cell knows to be a hair cell. That's information. That's the informational energy coming from the field. And you are very unique. It's like a thumbprint. You are a very unique version of that living energy. Each one of us is, but not separate from the whole, right? That's where the ego comes into the play. Ego separates itself from everything else. I'm good, you're all bad, or vice versa. They're bad and we're all good. Whenever you're making those judgments and separating yourself from other things, that's the ego. Okay. That's an illusion. You're not separate from anything at all. Everything is you. The goal is to become harmonized in energy with everything that's happening or, being created. Feeling a lot tingly. Good. We're moving a lot of energy then at that ankle. I want you to check in, Brianna, and let us know how that ankle's feeling. I wanted to work directly on the ankle, but you weren't responding. So we'll just go with that right there. That's how it's meant to be. However it is, that's how it's meant to be. How's everybody feeling? How many people went along with that that healing journey we just went on? Healing doesn't have to be something very elaborate. People think that, but it isn't. It's quite simple. You're allowing yourself to connect to yourself at a deeper level instead of the mind always running. Most of the time, human beings, that's where we're spending all of our time, is here. Our reality is everything we think and perceive and judge and have commentary about, when true life is meant to be felt in this dimension. This exists still, but this doesn't become the primary way in which we observe reality. This does. The heart and the gut. The gut and the heart both have neurons. They're brains too. They're part of your brain system. We've been trained to believe that this is the only brain and this is where all of your awareness is supposed to be. Well, it isn't. This part's designed for solving problems. This part of your brain is for feeling your reality. Slow down your breath. Think about how amazing it is just that you exist instead of all the problems all the time. And by putting yourself in that position, it changes your vibration in the field and it attracts to you other potentials. This is basically the law of attraction, law of attraction. This is universal law. You're part of this. And if nobody studied universal law, or hermetic texts are really cool too. I don't know if people are familiar with hermetic texts. I recommend that you go into those things. Those really help with the awareness of the energy of creation. Okay. Because it's getting your mind out of I'm this thing and I'm stuck here and this is all happening to me and it's terrible. And moving into I am in flow with everything that's happening and I don't have to be afraid. Changes everything. Ah, very, very nice. Very nice. Cool. So Queen Anne says, I participated. Sorry, I was in the zone. Stay in the zone if you want. Thank you. Feel download on my right side. Take it in. Drink it. Drink in the download. Let it be with you. I missed the healing. That's okay. You didn't miss. All the energy's still here. It's all with you. Just know that it is, Tanya, and that's how energy works. It's not about what the mind follows. That slows down frequency and energy. When I'm telling you to bring the energy into your body, if you're trying to follow it everywhere and trace it and track it, you're slowing it down. It's when we take that part of frequency of mind away, it speeds up. When you're just that's why I say just let go. Allow yourself to be in this moment, be in the flow of however it goes. Another way is float downstream. Just float downstream. Imagine yourself in a intertube up to your elbows and you just pick up your feet and float. That was something. That was one of the amazing people I met over at Enchanted Grove the other day. This very wonderful woman who's been a psychic medium for a long time. And that's what we were talking about. We're talking about the floating downstream. And it was absolutely beautiful. It was beautiful. Float along. All right. We're about an hour, 6 minutes. If anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to jump on in. I want to tell you to visit our website, book session at thepositivepineapple.org. If you have not had a personal one-on-one session yet, I completely recommend it. It can be life-altering for you. And then also some people, they get that one session and then they start showing up. I have people that come every month, some people every other week. I recently have had a few clients show up. Some people show up that really are into changing and they have the abundance too. So what they're doing is they're seeing me every week. And that can be very, very powerful for a period of time to have me coaching you in spirit and lifestyle and health and, success mindset and growth mindset, helping you with the problems of life instead of just popping up here or there. That's usually the problem for most people, is the discipline of it happening all the time. I also am available. I've been open to allowing myself to become like a shadow or a chaperone for people who are local. If you're local and would like some really intensive kind of coaching to really bring forward the greatest parts of your greatest life, I can be with you every day for a little while, 3, 4, 5 days. And that can be very, very powerful. We can go into everything from your daily practice, your health, your exercise, your food, your mindset, your health, your practices. Imagine you have a shaman, your own shaman. That's cooler than having a butler or a maid, But I'm here for you all, okay? I'm here for you. I'm here to help. Whatever it is you're seeking to do, even if you don't feel like you have a lot of issues in your life, if you just want to become stronger in the way your mind works, I can help you do that. Okay? I help people. I help people on all levels. People who are deeply suffering to people that just want to improve their mindset to do better business. All is connected. So visit our website, check it out. There are some different things to choose from. You can come on there. And then, as always, I ask for your help. Help support our mission of healing. If you like what we're doing, please make a donation. Those donations go a long way in helping people all over the world, because Mary and I do a lot of like pro bono type of work. We work with as many people as possible to try to help. But this requires us to be able to recover the financial kind of balance, because if we're giving our time, energy, and expertise for free into the world, we need it to recycle itself. So help us out. You can help us. You can help us. Christine Burton, hello. You're just coming in at the end of the show, Christine. My recommendation is you watch again from the beginning. But Christine, if you have any questions, I'm still here right now. This show is called Ask the Shaman. So I'm here to help people who are on their spiritual path, metaphysical path, even if you've been on a long time and you may have a question or something about what's going on currently in your reality. Booked my first cold plunge with Mary. I can't wait. You're going to love it. Mary's the greatest guide ever. She will tell you that because she's had a great teacher. We've been great teachers for each other. Her and I started cold plunging together way back now. We're going back 2019. 2019 is when Mary and I first started cold water immersions. We started with cold showers and a stopwatch. And what we did is we made it like a little friendly kind of competition where we would see how long will you go. And before you knew it, we were taking 20+ minute cold showers. Okay. My longest cold shower now is 37 minutes. 37 minutes cold shower. You get pretty cold in there. My longest cold tub plunge is 22 minutes at 38 degrees Fahrenheit. 22:38. Mary's got a record over me. She's at 28 minutes, I think. 28 minutes in the same temperature. She's a polar bear. She's a polar bear. And she's an amazing guide. So also, I want to talk about that for a second is Elemental Cold Plunge. Go over there and check that place out if you're local. It's right over here in Westlake, Ohio. It's like kind of in a industrial parkway. It's kind of off the beaten path. It's not easy to find, but your GPS can help you get there. And what this is it's a cold plunge studio. So you have the ability for cold plunging and for sauna. So you can do actually contrast therapy. And Mary is one of the cold immersion guides there. She's a certified DCE, I think is what they call it for Morozco. Morozco is the builders of the cold tubs that they use there. They're really high-end, nice equipment. And then they offer a training to give you a certification, which Mary already had all that capability. I think the woman that actually did the training for her got more out of Mary than she gave Mary. So, we like to train cold far beyond the commercial ideas of cold. And that's where most people are missing as cold. There are other people that guide people into cold immersions and things, but they don't have that spiritual, energetic connection with the cold. So it's just not quite as helpful. So I recommend that. Check it out. And anyone who's interested in learning more about cold exposure, you can reach out to me. I'll talk to you about it. I also have on our YouTube channel, there's a cold shower tutorial where I go through and I give you a tutorial about how to take a cold shower, because it's not just you just jump into cold water. You do that, you're going to have a cold shock response and you're going to run out of there and you're probably never going to do it again. So it's about mindset first. You have to get your mind right first and put yourself in a position to accept being cold. Okay. I'm just going to be cold for a little bit. 3 minutes. I'm going to be cold. It's no big deal. Next part is getting control of your physiology. This is the hard part. Okay. Because it takes some effort. It takes some practice before your nervous system begins to respond and starts to make it easier. I think the science says it takes 6 cold baths, and not like 1 a year, but 6 cold baths, 3 a week, 3 or 4 a week, 6 cold baths. And then after that, usually the cold shock response is cut in half. So how it used to be from the first one to the 6th one is half as difficult. And then you start to crave it. So when you start doing it all the time, the way it affects your nervous system, your neurochemistry, because so much happens, it raises your dopamine by 250%. 250%. That's equivalent to cocaine. Cocaine, that's what cocaine makes the high so great for people, is because of how it affects the dopamine. Cold water can do the same thing, but you won't be zooted like you are on cocaine, and you won't have a crash like you are on cocaine. And it's actually healthy for your body and your mind and your nervous system. But you get that cold water, you get that big rush, you get out, you're more alive than you've ever been before. Plus, there's a cascade of other neurochemistry that happens. I'm not going to get into all that right here. But for those of you who don't know about cold water immersion or even heard me talk about it before, if you're not on your cold water game, Get started. That's all I can tell you. And if you don't want to, that's okay too. Whatever you want. I'm here telling you as a person that understands this deeply, and it's helped me and helped thousands and more people every day are being helped by this cold water. I love to read the things that people say about cold water immersion, about how it's changed their life. I've personally seen people who've been on medications for manic depression for 10 plus years. They start to do cold water immersions, cold showers, cold baths. Next thing you know, they no longer need medications because the brain starts to work itself out. Most of the things people are medicated for, most of the things people are diagnosed with aren't problems that aren't uncurable. These are just dysfunctions of the nervous system. Right? Right. Most people don't want to believe that. The ego wants to externalize and say it's some other thing that's causing my problems and my suffering. What I'm always going to invite you to do is bring that inward so that way you can become aware and be really honest with yourself about the role you play in your own suffering, which I'm very open to understand. For me, I can't suffer unless I allow it. Doesn't mean there's not pain. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is a choice. All right, everybody. I hope you all have a beautiful day. It's been a wonderful morning. I love this show. And I think next week we're going to move to a different time slot. So keep your eyes peeled. All right. I might start doing nighttime ones. I might take it till after dark. Because now, summer's coming and people got things to do in the morning and during the day and when it's sunny outside. So I might move into like a later evening kind of thing. And see if that works out. Try that out. I'm always looking to do new things. Anthony does not like the same repetitive stuff over and over. I like to make little subtle changes, even if it's a small change. Okay. I don't breathe the same way every day. I don't go to the same places every day. I like to do different things, because variety is the spice of life. And guess what? That's what we're here for. We're here for the experience of beautiful life. My friends, my brothers, my sisters, my soul family, I want to remind you to breathe and be love. And if you would like some guidance in your breathing, please visit me. I am a breath master, and I'm here to help you learn how to use your breath to bring forward your greatest self. Breath is love, and breath is life. I want to thank you all so much for another beautiful morning of Ask the Shaman. I'll be back again Thursday. Check us out tomorrow evening for the SOAR episode with myself and fellow priest and my teacher as well, my human teacher, Dawn Zane Kerfman. All right, so check that out. I'll be back. I love you all.